everybody, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jackie and today I'm here to do a Read-A-Thon Tbr, my first Read-A-Thon of the year. I feel like I haven't done a Read-A-Thon in a gazillion years, but today we are doing my Tbr for the Touching on My Shelf Read-A-Thon that's hosted by Sassy Cassie here on BookTube, who I will link down below. She's a good friend of mine. Be sure to check her out. This is a Read-A-Thon she created. This Read-A-Thon is happening from March 27th, which is the day you guys are seeing this video, to April 1st. So I figured it would be fun to support a friend, and this Read-A-Thon is all about taking books off of your physical TBR or ebook, even TBR, getting them read and all that. So without me going on any further, and with all the information linked down below for you guys to check out if you'd like to join in, let's jump right in and get started with the TBR. So the first book on my TBR is for the challenge of an auto by author. For this, I'm going with The Kingdom of Back by Marie Lu. Marie Lu wrote one of my favorite series of all time, which is the Legend trilogy. I also read Warcross by her and loved it. So I'm really hoping I love this one as well. This is definitely different from what her normal books are. Her other series are more sci-fi / dystopian. This is more on the historical fantasy side. It's following Beethoven's sister, and that's all I know. Again, I love Marie Lu's writing. I love her books. So I'm very excited, and hopefully this does not let me down. Is to finish a series. If it's, I'm going with Face the Fire by Nora Roberts. This is the third book in the Three Sisters Island trilogy. I started this series like 4 years ago, I want to say. It was during the first BookTube-a-thon, or as it's now known as the Reading Rush. And I have read one book like every couple of years. So it's about time I finished this series up, because I don't have the first 2 books on my shelves anymore. So I really want to get this finished. So this is an adult urban fantasy, I guess you could call it. It is following our main character who escapes her abusive marriage and moves to across the other side of the country to this small island off the coast of Salem, Massachusetts. And this island has been cursed by these 3 sisters hundreds of years prior, who placed a curse on the island. And now we are following their descendants as they're trying to break the curse. And there is 3 books in this series. They're all companion novels. You do not necessarily have to read them in order. I did, but again, it's been a while since I've read the first and second book, so I don't fully remember all the details, but I'm sure this will be a refresher. So time to get this off of my shelves. Third challenge is to read a book with your favorite color on the cover, and for this I'm going with The Shall All Be Mirandas by Chelsea Fairless and Lauren Garoni. I am hoping I'm saying that other thing correctly. I'm so sorry if I did not. So my favorite color is black / pink, and this happens to have both on them. Those colors go back and forth as far as which one is my favorite, so I figured let's just put it all into one. This is a, I guess, non-fiction. It says it's a practical parody of the Sex and the City franchise, which I personally have not read or seen the movies, but I do know a teeny tiny bit about it, so I don't think you necessarily have to go into this knowing anything about the show or the movies. I think it's based off a book series too. I could be completely wrong on that. So this is nice and short. It's been on my TBR for years. It was sent to me by the publisher, so it's about time I read this. Challenge is a beautiful spine. For this, I'm going with Red's Untold Tale by Wendy Tolliver, which is a Once Upon a Time novel. If you guys don't know, if you've been following my channel for a long time, you probably know this. Once Upon a Time is one of my favorite shows of all time. This is following the main character of Red. Well, she's one of the main characters. She's not the main character, who is Little Red Riding Hood, in case you couldn't put 2 and 2 together. And this is her story, and that's all I know. Like, look at the spine, guys. I don't know how you guys can see it on camera, but there's like a floral pattern on the spine, and the gold and the black is just right up my alley. The cover is very pretty too, so love that. And again, time to get this off my shelf. The challenge is Hype Intimidation. So this is a book that's really hyped up, that you're intimidated that you're not gonna like, or you've heard bad reviews, but you do want to see if you have a different opinion than those other reviews may have. And for this, I'm going with The Hobbit by J.R.R. Tolkien. This is a book I started a couple of years ago, I want to say. I started reading it physically, and I started listening to it on audiobook, and I was enjoying it at the time. I don't know why I put it down. I really I would love to read The Lord of the Rings at some point this year, and I've been meaning to do that for years, so I figured I would start off with The Hobbit and then make my way into the world of The Lord of the Rings at some point. So yeah, hopefully, I'm really hoping I love this one. Second to last challenge is to reread a favorite, and for this I'm going with Star Wars Revenge of the Sith by Matthew Stover. This was on my monthly TBR as well as this TBR. This is the novelization of my favorite movie of all time, which is the 3rd movie in the Star Wars saga, so I'm not going to give away any details about it in case you guys haven't seen Star Wars or at all. But I have reread this many of times, in case you guys could not tell by the state of this book. I love it so much. I love the movie. I'm going to link my review I did of the book and the movie up in the cards in case you guys would like to hear my spoilery opinions on it. But yeah, I'm really excited to reread this. The challenge for this readathon is to have a friend recommend a book from your shelves to read. And for this, I had my mom pick out a book off my TBR. I actually had technically my mom and my uncle recommended me this book. And she picked it from my shelves, and that is going to be the first book of the His Dark Material series by Philip Pullman. This is a bind-up of the first, or I guess all 3 books in the series, and my uncle loves this series, and he said I would like it too. I know a lot of people read this growing up. I didn't, but I would like to give it a try. Again, one of my goals for this year is to read a lot more middle grade. I think this classifies as middle grade. It might be YA. I'm not 100% sure on that. But I really hope I like it, as I've heard somewhat mixed reviews, more positive than negative. But again, I do want to see what all the hype is about, so it's about time I check it out. For today's video, guys, I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, be sure to give a big thumbs up and subscribe if you have not already. I post videos every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, so make sure to subscribe, hit that notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are participating in this readathon and what you plan on reading, because I would love to know. And as always, all my social media links along with links to Cassie's channel and the announcement video will be down below if you guys like to follow us on any of our social media. And all that being said, I hope you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you guys soon with another video. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye.